Come on, Raisin. And welcome to another Facebook and YouTube Live from Bilscone, and we are in here feeding Raisin, our superstar goat, who has now been bottle fed. And mixed results so far with the bottle feeding. We've uploaded an update onto TikTok, and yeah, I always want to call Raisin she, and it drives me mad. I don't know why. I'm obsessed. Come on. Come on. It is quite frustrating, right? Go on then. So we're gonna have to bottle feed. We have to bottle feed. Mum's milk just isn't coming in like we'd want it to. In fact, I think it's going backwards, and they're obviously growing all the time, which doesn't help things either. Come on, pal. Here we go. Here we go. Excellent. But they're not very good at a bot. It makes it really hard when they're like over a week old and they've only ever had a teat. To then try and get them on a bottle is insanely difficult because they're just not used to it and they want to reject it. They just hate it. So it's just perseverance all the time with them. Shannon says, hello Farmer Ben, we are in Dumfries. Hi Shannon. And it's just, yeah, it can be the most frustrating thing in the world. But once they're on it, it's great. And it's so much more reliable for them. But just trying to get them on it is really, really difficult. Liz says had the best day ever at the farm. Thank you, Liz. Glad you enjoyed it. Tammy says, woohoo, made the live. Hello everyone. Hi Tammy. Come on. There we go. We're getting somewhere. She is sooking away here quite happily. Now Reggie's a little bit better than Raisin on the bottle. Come on. You'll see her every time she goes for it and has a good sook. Want to see those love hearts coming in. Diane sent 200 stars, says for Raisin. Thank you so much. Everyone loves Raisin, don't they? You go sneezing. No. Reggie is sporting his little jumper. It's been freezing cold today. And they've been a little bit miserable. They have been shaking and shivering in the corner of the pen, and they've not been happy. There you go. Check Reggie out. Legend. Joanne says, hello Farm Ben, just need to get used to the bottle. They should ultimately get it. Of course they should. They're well on the way. Just another couple of days, I think we'll be absolutely fine. Reggie's pretty good on it. Latches on himself and everything. He's pretty good. Happy with him. I have given them a heat lamp as well. There we go. Check that out. They've got a heat lamp too. So that, again, that helps things. Sorry, pal. Keeps them nice and toasty. They are only tiny after all. But the weather today, guys, has been just horrendous. Marlon says, love Reggie's jumper. I know, so cute. And it's been tough on the lambs and the kids. They've been miserable all day, as have we. It has been blowing a gale and torrential rain a good part of the day. And it's just been one of them where the kids are all looking miserable. A few of them have had a few issues, and we're trying to bottle feed them all. We're trying to tube feed them to keep them going. And you're just kind of getting a wee bit concerned for them. You're getting a bit worried for them, and you're like, oh, you know, come on, weather, turn back again. We had it so good for so long that as soon as this comes in, it's a shock to the system, and it's not ideal. Thanks for all the super chats and stars coming through, everyone. Susan says, finally caught a live. Hello from Alabama. Hi, Susan. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the shares that are coming today. Kitty says it's been rotten today, poor wee souls. Yeah, it has been. And for the size of these wee mites, it is tough. You know, and their mums aren't bothered about cuddling them in or anything, so they don't get that body heat. So they're trying to share body heat with each other, which is very cute, but it's not enough. So we set up the heat lamp, and hopefully that'll keep them going. That was a good effort, though. Look how much to take in. Take a bit more. Right, I think you're quite happy. You've got a big fat belly. Raisin's away under the heat lamp here behind me. Jackie's watching from Manitoba, Canada. Awesome. If you're from further afield, get your shares in. If you're from Dumfries, get your shares in as well. And watch along with our lambing efforts. I mean, lambing the sheep's only part of it. The extra care that comes after it, that's the tricky part. And you'll have seen it on the supporters live earlier on today. We're just going about with bottles. We're going about, yes, Raisin. We're going about with bottles, going about with tube feeds, trying to keep everything going. And see, by the end of the day, your brain's frazzled. You're like, oh man. Love it, Raisin. Good girl. Girl again. Good boy. Good boy. Good lad. Why do I keep saying that? I just cannot. You know when you get something in your mind? Like you get someone's name wrong. And it's in your head that this is what their name is. And you just cannot shake it. This is what I've got with Raisin. Even though it's the wrong thing. Maybe I'm just willing her to be a girl. Lorraine Clayton, thank you for the super chat from Cloudy Cool San Diego. I can't see the rest of it, it's just disappeared. It says you bring smiles. Thank you so much, Lorraine. Thank you for the super chat. Go on, darling. You've got it. Last wee bit. Then we're going to do a wee tummy check. See how full that belly is. This is good from Raisin. This is the best he has sucked so far. Excellent job. Come on. Come on, come on. And Valentine, thank you for the massive super chat. What about Farmer Pete, the baby Farmer Pete under the heat lamp? Yeah, it didn't make it, unfortunately. Linda says, I think Raisin wants chocolate milk. Yeah, I think so. I like Kyle's wee message on the board. He's settling into social media just fine, isn't he? Good to see. Caroline sent 54 stars for her 54th birthday. Happy birthday, Caroline. This is excellent news. This is the best they've sucked on a bot so far. Fantastic. Maybe this is the way to feed them. Hold them up like that so they've got no other distractions. That'll do then. So a wee belly check. I think that belly is pretty full. What do we think? Loving it. Right, good job. Reggie, you happy enough? Everyone asking where Connor is today. He's been across the road. He's over here actually. There he is. He's been across the road trying to sort out all the sheep and lambs in the field because they've all been sheltering from the rain. So they've got all mixed up and muddled up. So we've been trying to sort them out as well. So do you want to put that wee one back under the heat lamp? I'll just move over here. Just going to turn these around. Whoops. There we go. Jill says, I want one of those jackets, man. I keep getting asked about the jackets all the time. They are cool jackets. Colin suckered us in again, isn't he? So, right, bots. Next one I want to show you. By the way, I'll show you what what's gave birth today. Now, over here, Cooper, C's favourite goat, Cooper, has gave birth to a little girl. Yeah, I hear you saying yes. Correct. Appropriate response. Because look at the markings. The markings are phenomenal. Light brown. Right, wait a minute, I'm coming in here. Cooper, I'm coming in, darling. Cooper was bottle fed by us and is an absolute superstar. More or less bottle fed by Connor. But she's gave birth and she's had a nice wee single here. But look at the patch in the eye. Look at that. How cool is that? Beautiful. Nice spotted. Look at the spots. They're going to come more prominent as she grows. And that's one of the first spotted girl babies that we've had. Spots in the ears as well. Cooper's been a magic mum. Plenty of milk. Let me have a wee look, darling. Look. Tons of it. So she's well prepared for that baby, and she's doing a great job. Belter of a job. Is Raisin getting a jumper? Liz says Raisin had a jumper on, however, swiftly took it off. Didn't like it. For some reason, when Raisin had her jumper, she wanted to... Ben! Oh my goodness, Ben! It's not hard. When Raisin had his jumper on, he wanted to walk backwards for some reason. I have no idea why, but he just walked everywhere backwards. Look at Jess Roy's bag, see?
Oh, it's a bag.
Look.
Is the bag back?
The bag, is the infamous bag is back. So, that's one of the shining lights today, Cooper. Now, one of the issues that we've got... See, do you want to grab a wee bottle and we'll try and feed the Chewbacca again? Yeah, there's plenty there. Chewbacca, the world famous. I'm worried about him. I've bottle fed him and bottle fed him and bottle fed him today, and I've keep at him, and he's not taking anything. And he's just lying around. He weighs nothing at all. Mum doesn't want to look after him, and I cannot do anything else with him. I'm scared to tube feed him because I feel like it's going to be too much. I don't feel like he's weak enough for a tube feed. See how he's popped up on his feet. And I feel like he needs a right good corker of a feed. And he'll go at it for 5 seconds and then stop. And he just doesn't want to feed. Like, see, he'll latch on, but he'll just get bored and stop feeding. Oh, that's a good... See, look. That's what he's done all day. And I think the whole day, if he's had 100 ml of milk, he'll have done quite well. That's what he needs to do for a prolonged period of time, but he just stops.
He gets bored.
Yeah, he's just not bothered. He's just not bothered. This mum is endless. Her, you. Look at her trying to get back in there away from her baby. But it is a difficult situation because he won't feed, and if he won't feed properly and he won't feed for a good amount, he's going to end up getting too weak and he's not going to make it. So he needs to buck up his ideas. Like I say, I think if I tube feed him, it's going to do more harm than good. He's too old really for a tube feed now. See, what's he taking?
50 mil?
I know, nothing. And that's like the 4th time that I've bottle fed him today. Like, you see, he looks for it and he looks hungry. In fact, do you know what I keep doing? That's a little girl. And I keep calling him he and Raisin she. She looks for it and she looks hungry and just will not feed. You're having a wee bit more success, see. But what I'm hoping is that eventually we're just going to go like click of the fingers and she's going to get it. She'll know exactly what's going on and everything will be fine. But don't think we're at that stage yet. Not quite. Looks like she falls asleep. It kind of does look like that. There's just nothing there. And how light is she, see? She doesn't weigh anything at all. It's just like a bundle of fluff. It's a strange situation. But we'll keep working away. It's all we can do. We'll just keep working away. But I am worried about it. And I've got on Kyle's board here. This is Kyle's board here. Chewbacca, barely taking anything all day. May need tubed later. So if he does become weak, Kyle can tube him. If not, then hopefully we'll be all good and I can resume things on duty tomorrow. Big teats, no milk. That is not what you want, see. Big teats, no milk is not what we want. Babies need bottle fed. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Pen 23, this is our next issue. So we're going to go to pen 23 first and then we're hopping over to pen 18. Tubed colostrum twice, probably fine with normal milk now. Let's go and see that. Because not only do we have one Chewbacca, but we have twee. As we'd say in Scotland, twee. We've got 2. We've got a second. Now what's freaky is, this is an actual mirror image situation. So we've got a little girl here. Mum has the most, I guess it's good colostrum, but it's so thick, it's like slime. And you can't get it, if it gets in your hands like I was trying earlier on, got it in my hands, I couldn't get it off. Even in the water trough, I was washing, trying to get it off. Couldn't get it off. But baby's not interested in it. So I've had to tube feed it twice today with colostrum. Kyle, what did he say here? Both had colostrum. GFD. Yeah, both had colostrum. So that little baby has had colostrum with Kyle and me twice today, so that would probably be enough and can probably go into normal milk now. But I just don't think mum cares. Just do not think mum cares. Why have we got a carbon copy? Same breed, had a single, both had a girl, both had exactly the same bag. What on earth's going on? Greyface Dartmoors have another. They've done it again. They've perplexed us again. So this one's tube fed, so that's okay. But we're going to have to try and get it in the bottle because I don't think mum's going to feed it. So there's the second head scratcher of the day. This girl's doing absolutely fine. She's a unit. She's completely fine. Her bag is great. We've got a nice wee set of pygmy goat twins that were born on... Were they on live last night? I don't know if we did we do live last night? I'm losing track of the days. Yeah, we went on live last night. And they're doing fantastic. Look at the nice black stripe right down the back. That's normally an indication of a Anglo-Nubian, but in this case, mum's got that as well.
What are they, 2 girls?
2 girls, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they are.
That as a joke.
No, they are. They are
Amazing.
two. They are twin girls. So that's a great job. Have you tried making a bigger hole in the teat for Chewbacca? I had similar problem with my grandson. We had to make it easy for him. I mean, we can try it. There's only so big a teat. Like those teats only allow you to make so big a hole before you actually just cut into the. You know, we can't just really make a bigger hole because you end up cutting right into the teat, if you know what I mean. So that's a wee bit of an issue, but it's something that can maybe be tried. Maybe a different teat. I don't know. I don't know yet. Cooper's baby's absolutely awesome. Look at how beautiful it is sitting over there in the background. It's actually beautiful. That wee patch in the eye. Glorious. So over here, let's see big teats, no milk. Here she is. BTNM. Look at the size of that teat. Now, there is no mastitis or anything there that I can feel. Her bag feels completely fine. I was going to jag her as a precaution because I can't understand why her teats are like that. And the fact that she's got no milk in there. It's not overly burning hot. It's just there's absolutely nothing there. Like there's nothing at all there. But her bag feels completely fine. It's not hard. The babies have been sucking on it and she's not bothered. It's just why does her teats look like that? Because... Oh, she's grinding her teeth. Do you want to get her some... do you want to get her some pen strepsy? Yeah. And 4 mil of 4 mil of Metacam. Give her a 6 mil. We'll give her a jag. But she doesn't seem unhappy. She seems quite... You know, she seems quite happy in herself. But look. Babies are hungry. So I've been bottle feeding them and today they looked miserable with a capital M-I-S-E-R-B-L-E. Capital letters, everything. Both of them looked absolutely miserable. So I've been bottle feeding them and they're back on their feet and quite happy. They're not taking a huge amount, but it's certainly on the way to helping things. Lisa Haig, thanks for the massive super chat you sent in. Thanks so much, Lisa. And Joan says, beautiful hungry babies. They are hungry babies. Heat a needle up and press into the hole in the teat. It makes it bigger. I hate doing that. And the hole in the teat of what? The actual sheep or the bottle? I think I just try a different teat. But yeah, there's some people who put a bigger hole in the teat of if one of the mum's teats have skinned over, they'll put a hole in it, put a hole back in the udder. But I don't like doing that because I think it's going to be a complete risk of infection. But anyway, we're getting sidetracked on to something else. So these babies are looking for a wee feed. I've got some bots here, so I can give them a wee bot and see how they get on. Yes, you are hungry, aren't you? You're getting the hang of it already. They are very thin. They're not thin, as in they've not been fed for days and days. They are like this by their very nature when they're born. This is what they look like. Simple as that. That's just what they look like. That's their build. They're very sleek and lean when they come out. And they'll remain that way for a while because they're going to be growing so quickly. Right. Do you want to hold that? See, I'll give her Jag, and then we'll need to get a bot for these babies. Grand.
She isn't going to take this way. Knowing how goats are. Oh, nice jacket. Oh, the trooper.
In the background, by the way, we have a goat giving birth. But I don't know how far along she is.
She's going on super weird. She's running about the pen over there. Right. Yeah, champ. Well done.
Right, need the bot now. She's going on really weird, see. You want to see about giving them a wee bot?
Yeah.
Is there any left? So, like you see, this is what I've been doing all day. Just going around, bottle feeding, tube feeding, trying to keep everything going. Is what I have been doing all day. So Kyle's going to have a full-on night of it because I've been at it for however long, trying to keep everything going and moving them pen. Kyle had our Golden Guernsey mum out into one of the pens. He's not going to know what they go on like. She was getting bullied in there, so we had to take them babies out. But she is so standoffish with these babies. She's feeding them and she's fine. But look, what is going on in this situation here? What is actually going on there? I can't make out what is going on. They're keen for it. I think they know. I think they've gave up with the teat, to be honest. Karen says, just got back from errands, watching in Connecticut. Hi, Karen, and thank you for being a supporter. I see your supporter's badge on there. Wendy and Simon are watching. They've been at the farm for the last 3 days. Hi, guys. Can't you put the milk machine on now, Ben? I need them all on the bottle first, because you can't just put the milk machine on and then you just walk off and leave them. They need to be on the bottle first. Once we get them on the bottle, then we've got a higher chance of getting them on the milk machine. But this is not the time to put them on yet, because they just don't know what they're doing. Once they're on and they suit quite well, then we're off to the races and we can fire on. But until then, we can't. You turn the milk machine on for them not to drink any milk out of it, if you know what I mean. Is there thinner teats? Are they all the same bottle teats? You don't get any thinner as what we're using just now. You get thicker, but thicker sorts probably isn't too good for the goat kids. They get going, see, they don't take very much, but they don't think they need a lot. They just need a little and often. She's not cleansed very well, see, either, which might be part of our issue, yeah. Yeah, there might be something going on. The pen strap will help that. Sammy Graham, thank you for the 100 stars. Lynn says we're visiting tomorrow, so excited. You've got some good weather for tomorrow, which is great. Hannah says, are you getting any more hoodies, Ben? Yes, we're getting hoodies. Hoodies are constantly coming in. May release for our online store, which I'm looking forward to. That one decency. Just seeing what this girl's doing over here. Oh, some big pushes coming on. It's Patience, actually. If anyone remembers Patience, one of our latest... was it 4 years ago, see? Yeah. She was our last girl to kid. And we waited for ages and ages and ages. We called her Patience. So that's just giving birth to... just now, she's got a set of twins. If not, we could have twinned one of these off. Ideally, what we need, see, really, is we need a whole bunch of single goats to go. So that we can twin all these off.
Is she a single? Is she a twin?
She's a twin, I think, yeah.
Oh, she has singles.
She does. I think she's always had singles. I've never known her to have a twin. Yeah, there's a red mark. She's definitely a twin. But how long is she going to be? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Becky's asking, hi guys, are you selling those jackets? I am being inundated with these jackets, see. Well, a phone calling right now. I love how you all love them. Eh? I'll phone Colin right now. Bear with. I'm phoning right now. You can hear the phone. He might be getting his dinner. If he's not printing Gilets, he'll be very annoyed. No answer from the call. Hopefully he phones back and I can quiz him about the jackets. I need a new jacket. I'd like a jacket. I'd like a jacket as well. I need a jacket. What? Do you want a jacket, C? Would you like a jacket, C?
Yeah, actually, where is my jacket?
You would like a jacket?
Yeah, give me a jacket.
Okay.
Colin.
Katie says, call Colin.
Just about it.
Good job. Well, that was successful. That'll keep them going until Kyle comes in. So that's that other job done. Raisin and Reggie are sorted, and this little guy here is my next one that I'm worried about because he is sooking. He doesn't need a bottle. He is sooking, and he goes in from mum. He is absolutely miserable. But there's nothing I can do for him because when you get him up, he's fine. But he looks miserable, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks horrendous. Like say, then you get him up and he'll run in and he'll have a soak.
But
And then he'll lie back down.
But even I got him up earlier on and said to see, I was like, look, he's not happy. We're going to have to make him a pet. And I got him up, his belly's full.
Yeah.
You know, there's not really anything you can do. Maybe he's just that way.
Just needs a few days, maybe.
Not sure.
He's kind of got that loose skin like an early one.
Yeah, he does.
He's just not quite ready yet.
Why is there a Gigi in the pen behind Connor? Because she gave birth yesterday. And she has 2 of Stupid Simon's babies, who are actually very peaceful at the minute. Couldn't be more peaceful, actually.
Yeah, they're very happy. I had someone come over today, like, oh, what happened to our babies? Where are they? I was like, oh, look at the opposite side of the pen. She just isn't for lying with them.
No, she's not. Just doesn't care.
But she does feed them okay.
Jean says, I need a jacket. Sharon says, I need a jacket. Like, yay, jackets. What is going on?
Well, I think
How has Colin done this? Is he a genius? Is he a genius? I'd like 2 jackets, Sherilyn says. Marcy says, I'd like a jacket, Ben. Are we talking about that lovely jacket Ben's wearing? Like, what is going on? It's hijacked the stream. Anyway, we'll talk more about jackets later. I think we've put out all the fires that we need to put out just now, see.
Good.
The weather has calmed, hasn't it?
Eventually.
It has been one of them days. It has chucked it down from start to finish today, and it's starting to break. We're in for a nice day, a nice day tomorrow, and I think the weekend the weather's going to break and we're going to be okay. Friday's looking a little bit mixed, but it's actually fine all the way through. Friday morning's perfect. A little bit of light rain on Friday. Saturday's looking good. Sunday's looking good. Monday's looking good, and Tuesday's looking good. So that should help us out a bit. We need to get sheep out. We have to get sheep out tomorrow because we're going to need these pens for goats, and we need them for pygmy goats as well. So there's a lot to be done, and we can't do anything. We can't put sheep out in that today. The lambs wouldn't have made it, would they? They'd get lost. They wouldn't make it. It'd be a total disaster. So we have.
For the ones that are already out there.
Yeah. So we have to bear that in mind, right? Let's have a wee look at patience before we go and see how things are shaping up. But only 2 births for us today. We just had this girl here who had 2 giant babies. This is one of the first batches. Jackie reminded me today. Because we started lambing her. We put her in the lambing pen. We started lambing her. Like, hold on, she's not got any scan mark. Like, as you can see on the top. Oh, there's no scan mark there. And I said to someone, I was like, I can't see it from, I was standing this side of the pens. I said, I can't see anything. She got a mark on her other side. Oh yeah, red. I was like, oh, she's having twins then. And then when she spun round, I was like, that's not our scan mark. I was like, wait a minute. By this point, she'd had one already. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, they need their navels done. I'll do them in a second. Maybe she's only having a single. And me and C got herself in the right flap, didn't we, C? We're like, wait, if she's only having a single, she's still got a bag there. We can twin one on. Catch the fluids. And then I was like, hold on a minute. Let's check if there's another one. True enough, she had two absolute monster lambs. Size of them, see? Yeah. They're belters, aren't they? So, turns out this is the new batch that Pete had bought. And if they don't have, I quizzed them about them earlier on, if they don't have a mark on their back, they're twins. And if they do have a mark on their back, I'm not going to lie, he's absolutely no idea what that means.
What if we've got a slight red mark on their back leg?
No idea. Do you know what? We're basically going in blind. I've no idea. I'm hoping they're all just going to be twins. But that's the first of this batch. They were due on the 17th of April, so they're not far off. Is it 16th today? Not bad. Not bad timing. But those lambs are adorable. They look fantastic. Oh, they've had them done. Hold on, see. They've had them done. She's just licked them off. Yeah. Pete must have done them earlier on. That saves you a job. You can see that. See it's, you can see it now. So,
It's that purple spray, that's fine.
She's absolutely fine. Two massive babies, and they're all good. And yeah, it's been one of them days today. I mean, look at this. Give me strength. It'll be fine. It'll be absolutely fine. We'll get them all sorted out. We'll get them all sorted out. Just keep telling yourself it'll be absolutely fine. And we'll be all good. These guys have straightened themselves up. They're still a little bit got that hump on because they've been hungry, but they're all good now. We'll get them sorted. We'll get them sorted, and hopefully that bag goes down a little bit because it looks like it's going to explode. And yeah, we'll be all good. So, on that note, thank you everyone for joining us. That is a roundup from the lambing shed. Frustration has hit. Weather has turned, and it's a difficult one. But tomorrow's a new day, and we hit it again tomorrow. Get some of our sheep out, relieve some space, relieve some pressure. And hopefully Kyle has a busy night tonight. We're really needing to keep working our way through all of these goats, through all of these pygmy goats, through all of the sheep. We've got loads of them to lamb, and we've only got a certain amount of time to do it. If you're not in our supporters group, remember and join us in there. It's a great way to support the farm. And you get all this extra live content invited into a private group with all our amazing community, best community on Facebook. And it's totally worth it. And like I say, thanks so much for supporting us in advance. So, from Farmer Connor, over there, and myself, Farmer Ben, thanks for joining us, and I will see you all on the next one. If patience starts going pretty soon, we'll come back on and stream that. Hopefully it won't be too long, and yeah, we'll see you all on the next one. Thanks guys, bye bye.